Hello and welcome to day 40 of 100 Days of Bad Videos. And for those of you who have been keeping track, the answer is yes, I did create the YouTube channel. But no, it's not launched. It is not launched because there's still a couple of things I need to do in the background of it for setting up. But I promise you in the next couple of days, I will launch it. And the name of the YouTube channel is, drumroll, 100 Days of Bad Videos. Shocker, right? So, like I said, in the next couple of days, the YouTube channel will be launched. And you'll be able to see all the videos on there, keeping my promise. So, getting into today's talk. Yesterday, I gave you the framework for emotional intelligence. I touched on the quadrants and different things. So today I'm going to start breaking down each quadrant with the first quadrant, which is self-awareness. So before I get into really the deep dive of self-awareness, I want to kind of distinguish or maybe clear up some confusion between consciousness and self-awareness. So consciousness is the awareness of your body and the environment. Self-awareness is acknowledging that awareness. So if that's kind of confusing, let me try to explain it this way. A baby is aware of its existence. It doesn't become self-aware until the baby, he or she can recognize themselves in a mirror and be able to distinguish between their thoughts and other people's opinions. At that point, they are self-aware. So according to an article in the Harvard Business Review, there's two types, or self-awareness can be broken down to two types: internal awareness and external awareness. Now, internal awareness is the awareness of of course, internally yourself, and how the ability to understand how your thoughts, feelings, and emotions can impact you and others. So having that awareness, and that's all tied to your behavior, of course. Now, external awareness refers to the ability to understand how your behavior and emotion are perceived by others. So how you come across, and you recognize that, and you can adjust that. Now, we take both of those and then we start applying it to leadership self-awareness. A self-aware leader is, of course, aware of themselves and their emotions and actions. But once you become more self-aware leaders, you become, at that point, you could lead others. So it goes back to what I always say. You can't lead others until you know how to lead yourself. And the only way that you can lead yourself is to be self-aware. So that's from the leadership perspective. Now, some of the benefits of being a self-aware leader is that once you're self-aware, you know how to leverage your strengths. You can address the things that's in the gap because you're aware of them. You can now, self-aware leaders are more likely to have better followers because they're leading themselves, right? And people will see that. And of course, they're going to want to, because they're setting an example, people will follow them. So as you become more and more of a self-aware person and self-aware leaders, that's the part where you're governing yourself. And as you're governing yourself, of course, people, as I said, would like to follow you. So that's kind of the quick down and dirty of being self-aware. I know I touched on it yesterday and a couple of days ago, so I don't want to go too much into it, too much more into it, but I definitely wanted to give you the crux and the foundation of it. And understand this: if you're not a self-aware person, because self-awareness is the foundation that emotional intelligence is built off of, if you get that part right, the other three will be easy. If you get that part wrong, then it's no way from an emotional intelligence standpoint you're really going to be able to set yourself up for the best, for success or the best situation. So make sure that if you are not self-aware or you think you're lacking self-awareness, Really, really focus in on that, because that is the foundation of all emotional intelligence. So with that being said, the only thing left to say is life gives you two choices. You can either run with the big dogs or you can stay on the porch with the pups. My name is Aaron Allen, and I choose to run with the big dogs. See you out there running.